as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On first down, it's Rudolph. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Rudolph. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catch. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rudolph off play action. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2nd and 5.
Here's Rudolph. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get this down to the 10.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Back to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Cooks.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it. But they come up empty here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They hand this off to Harris, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Completes it to Watt. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Rudolph. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now it's Rudolph. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Taken at the goal line.
It's over! It's over!
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
To throw again on second down. Rudolph. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Steps away, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, it's Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 15.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Coup now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Texans 27, Steelers 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown lead.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target, Ebron. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
19, Tiger. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I don't even know why this team showed up. No street. Check 59, Mike is 59. Last name 19.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Steelers on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A give to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Rudolph. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rudolph off play action. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Warrior 17. Check 59.
Here we go on 4th, Rudolph. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 11. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Strong running at the 30. And he's taken down inside the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Texans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire?